My paranoia made me go through my girlfriend's phone. Turns out she was planning the best weekend of my life, and instead I gave her the worst one. Posted by u/Uniferaby3. Basically, my 28M girlfriend 24F was acting shady. By shady, I mean that she was on her phone a lot, making phone calls, and I saw payments from her card for events and things I wasn't doing with her. I waited it out a week or two, and the weirdness continued. She fell asleep, and I went through her phone and found bookings for a hotel at the weekend in a city a while away, and tickets for some sporting event on that weekend. I woke her up and shoved the phone at her, demanding she explain. She looked distraught and said, "Do you really think I'd do that?" and began to cry. She then told me to look at the bookings properly, and when I did, my heart sank. We rarely get time off together, and she had booked me the weekend off through my boss as a surprise. Booked a hotel in the city I said I wanted to visit, and it just so happened my team were playing in that city that weekend, so she'd spent a good amount on tickets. She'd also booked a table at my favorite restaurant. I instantly realized how stupid I'd been, and I can't believe my first thought was that she would betray me when she's given me no reason to distrust her. It's kinda tainted the surprise weekend, and she's so disheartened. I've tried to apologize, but she's just shut off from me and is so hurt by my assumptions. How can I make this better? Relevant comments. Commenter 1. There probably isn't much you can say to make this better instantly. Certainly apologies, not only for jumping to the conclusion, but for invading her privacy and going through her phone. You clearly understand why she is so upset. I think you need to do some soul-searching to discover why you were quick to jump to her cheating. My guess is that you have some trust issues in your life in general, and/or some insecurities. She is personalizing this as you see something in her that would bring you to that conclusion. That she is someone who is dishonest or presents as someone who could cheat. You say in your post that is not the case, so where did that come from? If you can articulate that take the blame from her and own it and commit to working on whatever that issue is. You're taking a step in the right direction. Commenter 2. Can anyone just take a sec and realize he somehow saw her bank payments too? Like, this is beyond wrongly accusing someone. This is invading her privacy and making her feel like utter shit, because you couldn't just ask her what was going on. Instead of talking and voicing your concerns to her, you acted like a teenager and fucked your relationship up. I don't know whether this is fixable, and you need to sit down and talk to her about it rather than asking strangers on the internet. Update, next day. So my last post got a lot of responses, and I decided to do a prompt update as a lot has changed in just the last day, and I wanted to update anyone who was interested and/or concerned for my girlfriend. I read your responses and decided to make a big apology to my girlfriend for how I behaved. However, before I got chance, she arrived at the house. I'll hold my hands up and say that this isn't the first time I've jumped to conclusions, and pretty much since we got together, I've had a habit of winding myself up and then checking her phone accounts. I know it's wrong, but I always felt if I found something I'd be justified, which is so messed up, I know. My ex did cheat on me. Well, she had an affair and left me for the other dude. I guess I projected this onto my current girlfriend. My girlfriend never, ever has given me any reason to doubt her and treats me better than I've ever been treated before. She's down to earth, honest, open, funny, kind, beautiful, and she gives me the opportunity to share my thoughts and feelings with no judgment. I don't know why I assumed the worst of her, I really don't. To answer a common question, she has online banking app on her phone, and it's the same passcode as her mobile so I could log on. Super fucked up, I know. When she arrived at the house, she was calm but sad. She explained that she knew I'd always check her phone, and that I'd be off with her anytime she went out with friends, but that she always hoped over time, if she proved herself, I'd let go. When she found out that I'd done what I did, it hurt even more because she was trying to do something nice for me. She told me she loves me, but she finds herself justifying every activity she does, over-explaining herself, and told me she has real, genuine anxiety whenever she's out with friends, because she knows I'll be sat at home imagining scenarios of where she could be. She found herself withdrawing from friends. She told me we were over, not because she doesn't love me, because she can't devote her life to someone who only sees the worst in her. She told me that I could have just spoke to her, and she'd be honest, but that she knows even if she did, I wouldn't believe her unless I could prove it, and she's probably right. I don't know why, but I know in myself I would not fully believe her because of course she'd say that, right? Anyway, she left me, packed up her things and went. I know her, she's a strong-minded woman. It really is over and I've never felt worse. But she's right, I'm not ready to trust someone yet, and even in our last moments, she gave me the confidence and motivation to get help and be better, even if she won't be there to see the change. I know she loves me, and that fact alone makes it worth changing myself. I'm not going to try and win her back, because I can't promise I won't do it again. I'm heartbroken and hurt, but she verbalized it in such a way, it really hit home. She calmly explained it to me in a way that only showed me her true love for me. I'm just so sorry for hurting her, I guess. But thank you all for sharing your opinions and giving me some home truths. I appreciate it more than you know. This is it for now. Hopefully this time next year I'll be a new man and be able to treat the next woman who loves me the way my ex-girlfriend deserved to be treated.